All right, let's go TikTok. I'm gonna put this up on YouTube as well. So it is literally February 11th. It is about 1 o'clock. We've got about two hours to the closing bell. Probably gonna go about 1 hour today. Literally an hour ago, the sell-off began. Like I knew that we'd probably start green today. The VIX did spike this morning to about 24. VIX just hit 28. I think a lot of that's about this Ukraine. Now that on Bloomberg, you've got Jake Sullivan of the National Security Advisors coming out saying that Russia now has enough troops on the border of Ukraine. So that's the big problem, right? And apparently that's a big problem for the markets as well, because the 10-year was falling. It got almost to like 1.999. I don't think it hit exactly 2. It could have. I did not see it go that high, but then it pulled back to 0.197. They like to play the Bips game in there. So anyway, right now the Dow, again, we were up down to 419. It's down a point. Nasdaq's down almost 2.5 points. It's very, very bad. So here's how you figure out the VIX. You take the VIX 28, you divide by 16, and that's how much typically that the markets can rise or fall, right? So Nasdaq's now down almost 350, 2.42%. And the S&P broke a really, really coveted level of support, and that was the 4,500 mark, and we are now below that. So I cannot tell you this is bottom, though. I got this yesterday on live. We had 150 people on live, and here it is. If you want to know if we've hit bottom, the answer is probably not. March 10th and the 13th, I think 10th or the 13th is the next print, the CPI print, before the FOMC basically says when they're going to raise rates, right? They've got to come out and say it this time. So now the banks are saying, well, it's not going to be just 25 bips, it's going to be 50 bips, right? Big problem. And not only that, Goldman's come out and said they're going to raise it 7 times this year, not 4 that was baked in, not the 5 that was kind of baked in. Now we're going to 7, right? And we're up this morning because that came out early this morning, late last night, that Goldman Sachs call. And then all of a sudden, we start getting the sell-off and the algos get involved. And next thing you know, we're down a point, 2.5 points in the NASDAQ. I do think that we'll catch a bottom here. I would at least a bottom, an intraday bottom, if you would. That's what we're going to catch. So let's do it. XRP's up in the batter's box really quick. By the way, crypto is responding. It is down today as far as Bitcoin, Ethereum, but they're not down much, right? You expect them, and they're up for the week still. So that's huge. All right, XRP it is. XRP is real simple. I mean, it's got to get over. Truly, it needs to get over. I can give you exact because I just did XRP. I thought today. I did not. I did that yesterday. But here you go. It's got to be over $1. To me, it's got to be over $1 right now, which it was at 88 cents yesterday. It's now fallen back to what are we at today? 79. So I think at 88 cents, 90 cents. I think you can. Look, 78 cents is a level of interest. I would like to see it above the 90, really above the dollar, and then I start smashing it, right? I think you could probably nibble here. We clearly think it's going to come back up. I think this is momentarily for crypto. The intraday is down because stocks are down, right? They're risk assets. So you typically go to your most liquid assets, but you also go to your most when stocks start to slide. The algos will start to sell off your most liquid assets, but also there's a big formula that they use, and they're all different, but for the most part, your largest risk assets or your most liquid. So it would probably be they're going to go to crypto first and hit on the crypto. Crypto's not sliding that much though, so that's a good thing to note. So XRP to me above $1, but when Ripple Labs wins the lawsuit, boom, we all gonna be smashing, really knocking it out of the park because I think XRP goes to $3. I think all of crypto celebrates as well because it's wrong. It is absolutely wrong what the SEC has done to Ripple Labs. I'm not a big XRP guy, but I will say this, is that it's absolutely wrong that they took 5 years to bring that. They could, when it came out, they should have done something then if they thought there was a real issue. Appreciate it. Appreciate the XRP. Appreciate the follows, guys. Keep it up, brother. Yeah, oh man, I could preach all day. Yesterday, guys, I went an hour and a half. The day before, I went 2.5 hours. The upload time that I had to put into, now I'm putting these on YouTube. It took me like an hour to upload it from my phone to YouTube. And this is a brand new phone, like a 13 Pro, which I had to get because I guess because I was going too long. But anyway, enough of that. Thoughts on Russia, Ukraine? Yeah, so I don't know if it's going to pass. That's exactly what they were just talking about. Brad Sullivan, who sits on the U.S. Security Committee, basically saying right now is that Russia has enough troops on the Ukraine border to absolutely invade. Right. So here's if that does happen, understand you need to be in energy and financials. Right now things are going down. My financial stocks are slightly down, but my crude, my CD here I just put some on today. MRO, I've got a 225 call on that one, and I've got 2 X of it, but then I put a CVX, which is Chevron. MRO is Marathon, and those are printing right now, and I just put those on. Like one's up 18 and one's up 26, right? So, but I did a leap year, like 2024, but it's really printing right now. So, all right, is one more crash? Man, I think that March session is really going to set the tone. I think by that time we should be baked in. But what we don't know is how many times this year they're going to raise rates, right? And are they going to raise it 25 bips or is it going to be 50 bips? Now, understand, 50 bips would absolutely spook the market. Let me tell you why. They've never raised it that high. They've never raised that high at one time, right? It's gone up incrementally that high, but not at one time. So that would be unprecedented. The problem is that they know that midterms are coming, and don't tell me it's not political. The FOMO is not political. It damn sure is. Yellen is one of the worst players that there is. All right, enough of that. Give me what you got. Appreciate it. Looking at really quick, just looking at the cryptos outperforming today. Just so you know, AMP is doing very, very well, up 13. EGLD, it's been really an overperformer for the year to date. EGLT, IOTX up 5%, and then everything else is, this is the top 100. If I go to the Binance coins, let me see what sticks out. INJ, SKL, Pundix, and BiFi, DAR. That's about it. So there you go. I'm just doing the top 100 right now. For the week, almost everything is green. So for the week, we've had a really good week in crypto. By the way, before this sell-off, we were green this week. So I don't know where the actual stock markets is going to finish, but I would bet it finishes in the red for the week. And that would be bullish, to say the least. So very, very bullish. So market crash, well. WTI on the way, absolutely. WTI right now is printing. If you look at futures right now, if you go on FinViz, right, I've got FinViz Elite. Go to crude. WTI is at all-time highs right now, or not all-time, but the last trailing 12 months is what it's called, 93.43, and that's WTI. If we go to crude, so the difference between, if you guys didn't know, the difference between crude and Brent is foreign oil that we bring over, and crude is the oil that we basically produce here, right? So it's at 94.56 again. Not an all-time high, but a trailing 12-month high. So there you go. It's just printing, guys. Literally, stay long here. In WTI, you stay long above 84. Make that 85-ish. It's 84.90, so 85-ish. Stay long, you're at 93.04, and it's up 3.5%. That's a big move for crude in one day, just to let you know. Right, so understand your numbers. It looks like we're bouncing off the bottom. We've got on the 15-minute candle. We just had a big green candle straight up. Looks like the morning wood, if you would. Did I just say it that way? Russia is they're not accepting it yet, but they're going to allow it as a currency, right? We're just going to throw the whole world into turmoil and make them deal with Bitcoin. That's what it's going to do. Let me be real clear with you. I don't know if it's good or bad for Bitcoin. I think it's good, but what it does for sure is it's going to make the entire world have to deal with crypto. Russia's not this superpower. They're a military power, but the superpower, they're about as big as California. No, I don't think they're that big. But anyway, let's just say they're as big as California. That's their economy. That's it, right? They're no bigger than California. But as a military power, they're number 3, right? Us, China, Russia, right? So, but it's going to make the world have to deal with, what are we going to do with crypto? What are we going to do with Bitcoin? What are we going to do with these altcoins that are this internet magic money that, these boomers like to call it, right? Well, they're going to find out real soon that they're going to have to do something because now you got El Salvador, Russia, you've got some other ones too, smaller ones, but not as big as Russia. It's going to be, these next couple months are going to be really interesting. I know we hear that a lot. These next couple months are very interesting, or this next meeting is going to make or break now. But the next couple months is going to be interesting for crypto. We will see. And look, even if you don't hold Bitcoin, you need to root for Bitcoin, right? Or you need to root for all cryptos. Like there's all these maxis, crypto or Bitcoin maxis, Ethereum maxis. I don't care. If you can make money in it, hit it, baby. Hit it. Smash it. Because here's the thing. We're in the markets to make money. We're not in the markets to be right. I'm not trying to be right about Bitcoin. I hope Bitcoin goes to the freaking moon. I hope Shiba goes to the moon. I could care less what goes to the moon, as long as I'm along for the ride, right? But I don't need to be right because I think if any of those go to the moon, it's going to help them all, especially Bitcoin, right? Again, you don't have to hold Bitcoin, but you need to root for it. Great time to dump your AMP. It is one of the ones that's up to date for the year. What is or for the? It's up for the week the same amount that it's up for the day. So I don't know if I'd be dumping right now. I really don't. Now, I'd like to see Bitcoin get above the 44.5. What are we at right now in Bitcoin? 40. It just broke down under 43. Not good, but that's not the level of interest you need to be watching for. Base support is 41,000. We go on under 41. That's very bearish. 41 could lead back into literally 29. And at 29 is when I actually jump out and wait for it to come back up, right? So, and I've got Bitcoin locked away in cold storage. So I have to break that bad boy out, Ethereum level of interest is 3,000. That's not technical analysis. Really, the level of interest in TA is 2,900, but which is at 29.93 right now. But 3,000 psychological though, so that's why 443 is more psychological. So we need to defeat 44.5. We kept hitting it, and we got bounced back in Bitcoin. But the real level of interest in Bitcoin is 53K, guys. 53. Understand, it gets 53. All is going to be good in the crypto world. We got to beat that, and got to see some follow through as well. CTVA, let's rock and roll. Let's do it, brother. That's why I'm here, bro. This is a great one. So one asset class that a lot of you have never played because they've never been really that good is commodities. CTVA is an agricultural basic materials company. It all-time high is 52. It's at 50 right now. Stay long. I'd be smashing bangers, baby. Bangers all day. I'd stay with that bad boy. So to me, there is a trend line. Just so you know your supports. 49.80-ish. You're at 50, 81 right now, but 49.80-ish is where you might look at jumping out. I would probably wait till maybe 49. So there you go. But 49 is probably where I'd jump out just to take, or at least take some profits there for sure. So appreciate it, man. I wouldn't be dumping. I'd be taking profits. Let's put it that way, right? In chop like this, you need to take profits. I'm not saying take all your chips off the table. What I am saying, again, not financial advice. What I am saying though is you need to be taking profits. When things are going up and down like this, which we've been in that chop for how long now? Since November 5th, especially in crypto. Guys, understand your stocks. 50% of the stocks on the NASDAQ that are traded on the NASDAQ are 50% of them are down 50%, right? That's a big number, right? So 70% are down even more than that. ARK is down 55, so that tells you right now, there for all your growth stocks, right? Right there, boom. Pulse X, is that the Hex? Is that the Hex deal? Look, man, let me make sure that's the Hex deal. I don't have thoughts. I look at, so it's IPX. Is that the Hex deal? So the thing about Hex, again, I could care less. Just know that your Richard Hart, he's holding 88% of that. 88%. So so watch out for that. All right, I'm looking at IPX right now. Seems to have come out. Did that just come out today? No, it just came out a couple days ago. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not good with that. It pumped to 5 zeros 11. I can't do anything with that. There's not enough data there for me on the Pulse X, but I appreciate it. Official Jersey. What's up, man? QQQ. So level in QQQ, we need to watch out for. Is that 355 level? And he got defeated today. Bad. We're at 348. We got to. So I'd love to see it on Monday. Again, this is what I called it yesterday on live. I said that we would go green, right? Tomorrow. We went green, and then for some reason we had to sell off, and I think it's the Ukraine. And Jake Sullivan is still speaking on Bloomberg. If you're trading, if you're swing trading, if trading is your life, you need to either have a Bloomberg terminal, which you're not going to have because that's like $50K, maybe more now. But you got to have Bloomberg on. Just letting you know. FYI, QQQ. Here we go. 355 is a key level. We need to maintain that, right? And we were up above that for the last 6 days, but it was really kind of bounced, like it was just bouncing off that support line, and it never really defeated it except for Wednesday. It did one more day up, hit the 200 day, bounced back. Now we're at 348. So I cannot tell you to get long until above 355. And even then, I want to see some follow through. Once it breaks through, I want to see two full green daily candles. That's what I want to see. All right. What is it? CLX. What up, CLX? The Clorox company. Not the worst stock. It's bouncing off. It's kind of in like a channel up, kind of. A little bit there. It's bouncing off the lower trend line right now. So if it falls below where it's at now, it's at 1. I'm sorry. I'm looking at I did not see it fall. All right. So here's how you play that. Forget what I just said. It's at 140. I thought it was at 165. I did not see where it was. It's at 144. It's got to fill that gap back up. When it gets to 148, I think you can nibble here. And I'm not kidding you. I think you might can nibble here. At 148, it's going to run. If it's got momentum, it's going to run to 155 fairly quickly. So that's Clorox. It's up 2.5% today. So they're doing something right. Probably earnings came out today. I'm guessing. I did not look at pre-market. In fact, I hadn't even looked at stocks today. Actually added a strong node today. So I kind of moved some crypto around, got into more ETH, and did that. Gala, I think you stay long. Gala is just outperforming for the week. I think Gala's up 61%. Just stay with it. Whatever. I don't even know what price it is, but I mean, when something's up 68% in one week, is it falling now? I'm sure it's falling down some today. Yeah, it fell big, but I mean, God, yeah. Here's where you go. It's at 32 cents, you stay long above 21. 21. And then if you want the next, where it's going to have resistance, is at 46 cents. 46-ish is the next resistance. But right here, I'm not saying smash it, but I'm saying you can buy right here. That relative strength in that crypto is very, very good. Gala is a good one for now, right? For now, with the relative strength. If you're trading, it would not be a long-term hold for me. NVCT, let's do it. NVCT it is. NVCT, that must be is that a stock? I'm guessing that is. The pharma, it just came out. I can't advise you on this. Look, I just look at price is all it pays. Price is all there is. NVCT's been out, what, maybe, has it even been out a day? 4 days, five days. So it's at 694. I think you stay, I think you stay long here. Where I'd jump out at, again, we're just talking about a couple of days here. So this is, take this with a very, very small grain of salt, or big grain of salt. 570. So, but again, I can't help you on NVCT. Gala, we just did for you. Love it. Do you help clients get started? I do not. I don't do that. I did a few friends, but that's not something that I want to do. I've got a lot more going on. I'd love to help, but I try to go a lot. Like, look, guys, I'm not getting rich on TikTok. I got no sponsorships. I get hit up literally, I'm not kidding you, 5 times a day. Somebody want me to promote their coin, promote a stock. Like, there's a guy on you can go to my YouTube page and you look at the one of the last 2 videos I did. How can I get in touch with you? Through YouTube. And I said, man, what's this about? And he wrote this whole 3 paragraphs that he wants me basically to pump a biotech. And I'm like, man, that's not what I do. First of all, I don't know anything about it. Is it a good biotech? So I gave him my email address and said, contact me here. But I don't see me doing that stuff yet, right? I got to believe in it. So it's rock and roll. Again, I'm not there. It's not thoughts on anything. One of the things that I see in the passive income, it's Friday, so all your friends start calling you. So one of the things I see in the passive income crypto communities is you see strong, you see yield, you see PVT, you see a bunch of them, right? But one of the top 3 you always see is helium, HNT. But you got to understand the miner costs a lot, and then you got to do a lot with that. You got to make sure you're not around a lot of people, and then you got to make sure that if you're going to mine it, you have a huge antenna. So to get started, it is cheaper than an actual ASIC, but it's going to cost you about $2 or $3 grand though. Just so you know. But HNT as a trade right now, I don't think it's bad at all. Really, it's at everything's having a bad day today. All right, so where it's at today, it is at 28.23. 26.4 is a good level of support, right? I think you can, at that 30-ish level, I start smashing that bad boy. That's not a bad level. 30 is a really good level. I'd really like to see 35, 36 is the next level, but you get to 41, it is smash it. Bangers all day. So there you go. AMD and then AMC's on deck. AMD, we did this one yesterday. Damn, 9% down for it. God, why did it move? Did it miss it? The earnings was what, two or 3 days ago, and it killed it. Down 9, damn. All right, so it's at 114. Let me give you where I've got a line. The base supports it at literally 100.72. So let's just call it 100-ish. You got to jump out, because at that point you're probably going to 84. At that point, damn, I can't believe it's down this far. This affects us all. So if you're in any kind of tech ETFs that are large ones, you're being affected by this for sure. The level there is 130. It's really 132, 133 would put you above the 50-day, and that's where you want to be. And you were just there 3 days ago. Now we're at 114. So again, I think you can stay long. Understand 110. That's the 200-day. So it hits that, it's going to bounce off of that. It's not. Hopefully it doesn't go much lower. It looks like it is because it just went from 8 point something to 9%. So it's definitely moving lower right now. So understand your support is at 110 and then 100. So watch out for that. Again, where do I get long though? I can't get long in this until about 33-ish. Sorry, 133-ish. There you go. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the follows. Anti-cyclical, they took EPS hit recently. That makes more sense. All right, AMC, what's up with that room there? Yeah, so you see that in the back? Yeah, that's I'm in a warehouse. We have eight MCs up for the apes out there. So yeah, we have an e-commerce business. We're in a warehouse, 10,000 square foot warehouse. We're the largest distributor of women's hats in the Southwest. So I office out of a warehouse. But you can see what else I got. I got the screens. I got 2 screens over here that I do a lot of stuff with. So hey, it works. All right. So I've done AMC so many times that I can go off the top of my head. I can't get interest until 30. I understand that that's a long way to go. It's at 19. No, it's at 18. It's at $19 about right now. Here's what you're looking at. Right, it did bounce off the lower downward trend line. It did bounce off of that before February. It's gotten back up. It's climbing back up. It's doing a little bit of a button hook here. Right. I love to see it. Understand you're going to run into some issues at the 50-day, which is at 2270-ish, right in that range. But above that, I think it's got a little bit of overhead supply, but this is typically overhead supply. It's like this though. So it's just been sliding. I can't get interested until 30, and then at 30 you still have to defeat the 200-day, and that's going to be at 34. But again, let me know when it gets to 30, I think above 21, you might can nibble a little bit, but understand 30 is probably the real true, for me, the pivot level, if you would. All right, there you go. That's AMC. What's up, Temp? Good to see you, brother. What's up with the room there? Yeah, it's pretty ghetto for sure. So whatever it is, helium is always going up. That's funny. Dad joke, almost a bad one, but it's funny to me though, because I'm a dad. So there you go. What's up in that? Thoughts on American? Sure, but or so Alcoa. What's up? Oh, dude, this is a great stock. I didn't even know. Again, commodities. So here's your above 57. Go long. Well, that's probably base support. Above 63, stay longer at 72, going to 73 right now. It is doing this. I love stocks like that. Guys, stocks that do this are so less stressful. Stocks doing this, that's your well-being. You're going to be stressed out every freaking day, right? I understand the apes, but when you have AMC and GameStop just keep doing this, it's mind warping. You're so stressed, you can't even think of anything else. I'm losing money. And you continually lose money. Makes no sense. Just get out, take the L, get into stocks that are doing this, right? Again, guys, biggest thing that I ever had to learn was all-time highs beget all-time highs. Meaning that if a stock is at its all-time high, it's probably going higher, right? Especially if it's within 5% of its all-time high. I think the percentage is absurd. It's like 70%. If it's within 5% of its all-time high, right, 70% of the time it's going to move higher. So there you go. If you're a gambling man, you would love that. So there you go. That is AA. That is Alcoa. I think they're based here in Dallas. So guys, I don't go back and forth. Like people want me to go live with them, bro. I don't need to go live with somebody else. I got too much to say. I don't need to bounce off something. Neo, one of the ones that are going down, right? I get it. It's got a button. But the first thing you've got to know about NEO, geopolitical risk. It's called China. It's called the CCP, right? You never know what they're going to do. They're stripping billionaires of their stock. I mean, why? Right? Why? I'm going to help you out, though. Based out at 1940, it's at 23.93, so let's just call it 24. I think you could probably nibble at 28.50-ish, but I've got a line here that says 32. 32-ish is where I'd probably start to really take some bites, right? Again, you're at 23, not too far away, and you were just at that 32 level mid-January, so not too far away. So there you go. That's the NEO. Opinions on BNB. Love BNB. I think now I'm running a lot of stuff through Binance Smart Chain. Like that's my thought. So, but if you want the actual how I would play BNB as far as if I were trading BNB, it's recovering now. By the way, 3 months it's been down. Damn it, that thing was at 659. It's at 405 now. 3 months ago, yearly. All right, let's see where we're at. So I like it at 433. What's it at? 406. Yeah, it's dude. This one's real clear. Yeah, 430, 433-ish, right in there. I like it there. I think you could probably nibble here, but understand if it drops below. Let me see what this level is. If it drops below 336, you need to jump out. So I don't think it will. I'm just telling you that's your base support. Like that's where at that point it may fall a lot, but right now. That 433, 430 marks is a good mark for BNB. So there you go. But I like BNB one, Binance. It's got most of the pairs that you're going to want, and now you're seeing a lot of passive income yield type of nodes that are using the BNB smart chain, if you would. All right. If I'm passing you up, I thank you. I appreciate it. Do you use hours charting? I do not. I use daily candles, right? I don't get into the intraday all that much. I used to a lot, but no. Sometimes I'll look at that 4 hour chart, but for the most part, it's daily for me. I like to see the bigger picture and the relative strength in the bigger picture, right? So what's up with the block band? Square is one that I had in a trading account for a long time. I made money, but I got out way too late. I could have made a heck of a lot more. I got out in I want to say December, and it was already doing this. So because I got out like 160-ish, 170-ish. It's at 108, so I did save myself some. It's just, and this has got serious overhead supply, right? Literally, and it based out like last week. So it's sitting right on the 20-day. That's a bad thing. I think you might nibble. It's at 108. You're not gonna like this level at all, but it was almost there like 2 weeks, like last week. I like the level of, if it's me, I'm trying to get above that 140. I know it's at 108 right now. It's bad. It's bad. Very, very bad. I get it. I don't know what's going on. Block, with the crypto play, it's kind of helped them, right? But 140 puts you above the 20-day, also puts you above right at the 50-day, and by the time it gets there, the 50-day should be underneath that. So I like 140-ish on the square. Again, this was one of my favorite fintech companies. Not the hugest fan of Jack at Twitter. I'm a huge fan of Jack at Block though, for sure. So that's where I stand with the Block. Can you look up Wish? Yeah, I absolutely can look up Wish. We hadn't looked at stock in a while, and I know why. So there is so I have a Telegram. If you want to join, great. It's got 600 people there. But there's a guy in there that loves to talk, and he's a great guy, but he's in Wish and Skills. They just keep going down, down, down. And he's telling me head and shoulders. But I guess he's trading the ups and downs. Me, this is a stressful stock. Now, it's based out. It's literally basing out today. I think it's gone 217. It's at 228. Where do you even get start in this thing? I would have to go back to, where would I even go back to? It's not even that much. Okay, here. If you want me to make an educated guess, would be 615-ish. It's actually about 619, but 615 to 619. Call it, to get 615-ish. Yeah. Again, it's almost 300% up. I get it, but it's Wish. It's been going down since July, right? Again, a lot of NASDAQ stocks peaked in February, right? And it looks like about 50% of them did. So, this one peaked out in March. So there you go. So I hate to be an ARC though, man. Gosh, I hate to be an ARC. All right, so which I'm in ARC in my 401k. I did sell some, but I didn't sell the whole thing. Shop is coming out for sure, man. Shop, it was much like Square, was one of the few that I held. And then I didn't sell this one until, I don't know when I sold Shop. It might have been January. So, but anyway, all right, it's 843. The key level here, and it's clear, is 1050. You got to get it. It was just there, literally mid-January. So about 20 trading sessions ago-ish, right? So it's got to get above that 1050. At that point, let's talk then. Right now, we need this thing to bounce it's at 842, right? We need to bounce at 8. It needs to bounce about 820. It needs to bounce up off of 820. If it does not, we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Now, it's been hitting on that lower trend line. It's hit it 5 times, and twice it's broken through. Well, really 4 times it's broken through, but got above it with the wicks below it. But that was just a couple weeks ago. It just keeps going sideways, and I don't understand. So I don't know I thought they had good earnings. I think they had good earnings, and they had beats or they meets, but what they didn't have is a forward looking, and that's why. By the way, that's why. Who had the big beat? Oh, Twitter. Twitter had a just fell apart. So what's the stock that I'm talking about? Oh, Affirm. Affirm had an awesome beat everything, beat expectations and everything, bottom line, top line. But you know what they did? Forward-looking statements. We think that our growth is slowing. 20% down. So that's what they got to watch out for. DWAC, little Trumpy hump action. You got to stay long above. I get long above that 86. Again, I've done this one a lot. 86 is the key level. You're at 79, but it's riding. You're right there. It looks like it might squeeze too. By the way, you could be in for a squeeze next week. So watch out for DWAC to squeeze. I don't have the short interest. So I don't have that information on DWAC for some reason. I guess because it's new. And I'm using FinBiz Elite, which is one of the best, right? So, but anyway, there you go. DWAC could squeeze. BTC, I can just tell you off the top of my head, we're at what, let me get what we're exactly at right now. And then we're at 42.8. Base support is 41K. 41K, if we break down below that, watch out. We could absolutely hit 29K, and that is by far the base support. So 41K, we need to bounce off of it. We're at 42.7. We need to get above 44.5. That's the next level of resistance. It looked like we had broken through that, but we didn't have the follow through. So as far as resistance goes, 44.5. But really the key level of all levels, the pivot point for me to go real long is 53,000 in Bitcoin, right? And again, that's a pivot level for all of crypto. Bitcoin's above 53. That probably means Ethereum's above 36, maybe even 39. And at that point, all's good in crypto land. because we are moving up. The momentum is moving up and things are pointed up. So Nvidia, let's do it. Little Nvidia action. Loving it. It's down 70. What happened to semis today? Damn, just getting slaughtered. All right, understand, base support here is, so that this is where it was in late January, and it just rode this base support line for a couple of days. It actually broke down underneath it. 229, call it 230-ish, right? We're at 238. It's bad. Where would I get long? I think you could start to get long at 285. That seems like a long time ago. Mid-January, it was there. So, and that would clear the 20-day, which did not provide. So we broke down under the 20-day today. It did not provide any support right now. That's not good. That means it could be in free fall. Damn. Yeah, you need to be above that 284, 285 mark before I start to go long again. But again, understand where the base is. At that 230, I might jump out at that point because it's probably going sub 200 at that point. So again, I don't think it will. Problem being is that, you know, we don't know the amount of the rate hikes. The amount of the rate hikes. Is it going to be 4? Is it going to be 5? Goldman just came out and said 7. Bad. Then we had, is it going to be 25 bips or is it going to be 50 bips, right? They've never done 50 bips all at one time, ever, right? And if they do that, it will be unprecedented, and I promise you the market's going to react to that for sure. 25, I think that's probably baked in by now, but the number of rate hikes, if they go to 7 this year, that's crazy. Crazy. So, all right, there you go. Polkadot, I was just, Polkadot is having their auctions right now for their parachains. It's a level layer 2 Ethereum. It helps out with liquidity pools, but helps you swap inside of Ethereum and while you're trading. So look at that one. Polkadot's one. It's also a top crypto hedge fund holding. It's a top 5. It may be a top 3. So let's look at the dot really quick. But they sold the 8th or 9th parachain to Hedinga XL or something like that. But they sold it for $53 million. So people want those parachains. So all right, dot. Sorry, I'm talking too much. DOT. If I could spell DOT, it would be really nice. Maddox. All right, there we go. Let's go. All right, man, it's really having a tough time right now, though. What are we at? 19 right now. Wow, it's that good. They're supported 17.6 on Polkadot. I really got to. To me, you really got to be above, and you can kind of see it here on Coin Market Cap. They're showing 28.6. I'm showing. I'd want to be above 30. 30 is where is kind of where I go along. I'm not smashing it yet. Now, Polkadot goes back up to 38, 40. Then I'm smashing that bet. That I'm bangers all day on dot. I actually like dot long term. I don't have a big bag of it though. So, but it is what it is, man. All right, what else we got? Opinions. What about Nvidia? I'm still long semis. Just so we're clear. Once I think that we've bottomed out, I'll let you know because that's what I'm going to buy my 401k big, right? But look, I can't. When I think we've bottomed out, that doesn't mean we've bottomed out. I think March could be it. The March 10th and March 13th. That's when the next CPI print comes in, and then I believe the 13th or the 16th is when the FOMC meets to raise rates. So we'll know a lot more then, and I would not be trading that day. Facebook it is. What's up? Or sorry, Meta. Whether you like Facebook or not, I'm sure you probably don't use it. Here's the deal though. Mark Zuckerberg, as much as everybody hates him, including Scott Galloway, Dr. Scott Galloway hates that mofo. You want to know why? Because he's savage. That dude is he's in it for the right reasons, to make you money. Now, a savage like that, why would he change his entire focus of his entire company? Because he had to? No, because he sees something bigger, an $8 trillion opportunity in the metaverse. It's almost based now. It's at 219 right now, 220. It just moved up, 220. Talking went at 245. At 245, we got a big gap to fill, and it will fill it quick when we have momentum there. 245 should hit 280, 290 pretty quick. And when I say pretty quick, it could be days, it might be a month, maybe two, right? But it's going to hit it quick, right? Once it's got the momentum and we're off the bottom. I think Facebook's got a long road, though. I don't think the metaverse, I do think they're on the right track, right? But I think hardware is where it's at, right? You can experience the metaverse if you get a huge GPU like I do, right? That's awesome. Like Decentraland, Crypto Voxel, Sandbox, there's like 50 of them now. My point is that it's great on a 2D screen, right? But if you get the goggles on, it's a whole different experience. And it's fun, right? You can do everything you want to do IRL, right? So I think he was right to do it, but I think that Facebook's going to suffer. Meta's going to suffer for at least six months, maybe even a year. And that's bad for all of us because they're if you're in any big tech ETF, they're probably 2, 3, 4% of it, right? Until they rebalance, which is going to be, it should be very, that would probably be most will rebalance in March. So love to see it. All right. That's my thoughts on Meta. SPY it is. SPY, I think 455 is where So we're at 440. We blew right through the 200 day. Did not even provide any support at all. Damn. I mean, it's just one big red candle, 2%. And we just continue to fall today. It's a bad day, guys. So SPY, man, I'm gonna be real on if he gets to 432, no, here 430, I might jump out. If I'm trading SPY, I don't think a lot of people had on puts today, but gosh, if they did it, they're printing. 455 is the level that puts you back above 200 and the 20, and that's the level. 455 is the pivot level for me to go long, and then if I want to get longer and really go hard, 470-ish. 470, but 455 is got to get above that. We're at 440, so we're not too far away. We were just there yesterday on a wick, right? So there you go. What exactly are you looking at? It's FinViz, which there's a free version. I use FinViz Elite because I can keep my same lines, much like TradingView. I use it too, but TradingView's got so much clutter that when I can look at this and just look exactly what I want to see quickly, right? Which is what you guys want. You guys want me to move quick. So TradingView is a little bit more advanced, right? I could what I do like about TradingView more than anything else is the Fibonacci retracement, and then I can also do levels of interest with price targets with Fibonacci as well, and that's awesome, right? And that's and so if you watch my TA videos, that's where I use it. In fact, I did a TA video yesterday, guys. Just trying out a new format on TikTok. Failed hard. I had like 600 views. Sometimes I'll get like 3,000, 5,000, but never 600. So completely failed that. I'll remake that the way that you guys like it. But I was trying that yesterday. What's up with UMC? What? Shiva the Moon, baby. UMC and what are you currently loading up on? UMC? Let me look. I'll tell you what I'm loading up on. UNC's not bad today. I got a line at 10, right at $10. You could say it's a little bit below that too. at 989, but I draw it at the 10-ish, right? So you're at 977. I'd like to see you. 2 days ago, it looked really good. It went to 1028. Again, good semi here. Yeah, I like to see it above 10. I don't know if I'm smashing it, but I tell you where I'd smash it, 1150 though. That's why I smashed UMC, POW. Isn't that the ammo? Yeah. So this is the one stressing you out. It's going down. It does have the button hook at the bottom. I'll help you out here. It's at 476. I've got a line I drew back in December at $6, and that still holds. $6. 6-ish is what I like to say. All right, stocks that I like that are doing this, guys, that continue to print. I have not looked at them all, but ones that are working for me right now. CVX, big time working. MRO, big time working, doing this. And DVN, doing this. Those are all energy plays, right? Look at CVS. We all know there. You got your booster or your vaccine if you got one. You probably got it there. MRO, I like LMT, that's Lockheed Martin, especially if we go to war or they invade Ukraine. I still think it's a bluff though. Above 397, I think is what I'm trying to read my own handwriting here. 397, I like it long. I still like MCK. That's McKesson. What's MCK doing today? Let me just see what it's. Look at MCK, guys. It's down half a point is all. VRTX is my one true biotech that I really like. VRTX. Last couple of days have not done me well. Watch out for it. It just went under the 20-day too. So watch VRTX. You know what? I would not get into VRTX until above 242. It's at 340. It's at 234, but 242 is where I get in VRTX. But one I do like, ABV, ABBV, and of course I think we're all on this one, ZIM, killing it. That was a $12 stock, literally like a year ago. $12 stock's now 78-ish. And look at MOO. Moo is the agricultural ETF. Very, very good. Just keeps printing. In fact, let me look at what Moo's doing today really quickly. I know it sounds boring, but yesterday it hit an all-time high. It's down a third of a point all. So doing very, very well. Guys, I don't know when I started this, but I've got a meeting fairly shortly. I appreciate you guys. The Qs are simple. You got to be above 355. I do it all day long. 355, got to be above that. And then if I'm being honest with you, above that 380, 385 mark, that's where I start to smash it. Yeah, bangers at that point. Bangers. So there you go. That's you want SQQQ? What's up? We're going to be shorting it. Is this the 3X one? This is not the leverage short. I mean, I look, I don't think you can look at the same, but I've got 45 here. It's at 40.95. It's sitting right on the 20-day. Sorry, right on the 200-day. The 20-day was yesterday. So it's sitting right on the 200-day. But again, I think you have to invert that, right? So it's looking fairly good. In fact, late January is looking damn good because it was above 45. So, but if you're looking at that chart, 45 is where you want to be. But today, up 8%. Congratulations to you. I don't think that's the 3X though, right? That's not the leveraged ETF. Could be wrong about that. Fact check me on that one, but that's not a bad play. Shiba to the moon. I don't look playing Shiba. If you've listened to my lives before, you know what I'm about to say. Shiba, I play it like I did. Did they change their name to BitShiba? Because they were going to the metaverse, right? Shiba, no, Shiba. Okay, so playing Shiba just like I played Doge in 2016. Threw some cash at it, not even knowing what it was, knowing that I was probably going to lose, and that $300 came back and made me 5 figures. 4 years later, feel like Warren Buffett there. 4 years later, Didn't even think of it, right? Just had it in some, I had that in the Coinomi wallet. Let me know if you've ever heard of the Coinomi wallet. But I still had that all on my phone. All right, Shiba, I like it above 0.36, 0.37. It's got to be above that. Today we are at 3.0. So I like it above that. I think you can get long at that point. I think you can get longer above 4.0, but 3.7, 3.6 would do for right now ish. Again, but it's just been, look, since it hit its all-time high, it's been making higher lows, lower highs. So that is the way that the Shiba rolls. I'm in Dallas right now. And what's your top five crypto? Top five crypto right now. So not what I hold bags in, right? Just my top five that's moving right now. And I think you gotta look at Phantom. I think you gotta look at Cosmos. I like Rose a lot too. I really do. Now it's probably doesn't have the relative strength of the first two. Phantom, Cosmos, Luna, Rose. What would be the third one? Off the top of my head, I'd probably go with ETH. But there's probably a better one. I'd tell you AVAX, but that's not moving right this second. Near's a really good one right now. Those are the 3 or 5 that have good relative strength. Well, Rose doesn't, but 4 of those have good relative strength. And 2 of those are big hedge funds. So the largest holding of crypto hedge funds, right, is like Rose, Near, AR, like ones that you really wouldn't think of, right? The one that all the VCs bet on is Solana. So don't think Solana's going anywhere, because it's not. And Ethereum opened the door with those damn gas fees being so high. Another tip, gas fees are the highest on Fridays. Today, gas fees are the highest, when they're the lowest, Sunday nights. And I bet during the Super Bowl, it's going to be very, very low. Also, look for Crow and FTT coins Sunday night. If you're watching the Super Bowl at home, you're probably not. You're probably going to a party, have your phone handy. See if it pumps 5, 10, 15%, right? It'll pump, sell, and it'll immediately drop probably that night. It might not drop, where it was, but it will drop. I do think it pumps, though. I think it starts doing this. Boom. And it comes down, but it still, does this. But you're still above where it was. But I think that's what I've seen in the past. Not for Super Bowl, but I just think with Crypto.com and Coinbase and FTX, and then you've got another Canadian firm, and then you've got there's another firm doesn't have a coin too. So there you go. So that's how I see it. Well, okay, I'll get to VeChain in just a second. DRMA. Clover, all right, let's go DRMA. I'm not even sure what that one is. Is that Dharma? All right, so if you're looking at the Dharma Therapeutics, is this who I think it is? No, it's user 8326. All right, Dharma, yeah, I can't do anything with Dharma. It's got to get above, it's at 118. It needs to be above 250. For me to even look at it's got a lot of overhead supply. It's got to defeat the 20-day. It's sitting on the lower trend line. It's got to defeat the 20-day, the 50, and the upper lower trend line, and that doesn't even happen until 205, 250-ish is when I get in DRMA. That's just me again, not financial advice. Just what I would do. So you think a retrace the foot? Well, let's hope it goes to 41. If it goes to 40, we might be going to 29. 40 is not the level. Hey, stock here, me out. There is a gap on the Bitcoin CME chart that just around 40K. Okay, my chart say 41, but look, I'm not even like 40, 41-ish, right? That's why I say ish, right? It could be 40, 40,800. That's 41-ish to me, right? So we're speaking the same language is what I'm saying. What do you think about, look, I don't know anything about AMP. It looks like that it's doing better than any other crypto at this moment, right? But I don't know anything about AMP. If you would like me to do the, I will do the TA on AMP very quickly. And then I got a few more guys, and then I've got to roll out. Here we go. I like AMP. Okay, you're not gonna like what I'm gonna say about AMP. Here it is. It's at what's that today? 3.3. I like it at that 5. It's at 3.033. I like it at 0.53. 0.53 ish. There you go. Have you looked at blocks? Yeah, I saw it. It does not look good at all. I'll do it really quick for you. Oh, you're looking for on blocks? Are you looking for the? You're looking at crypto. I thought you were looking for block. So blocks, 3 cents. We go back to the yearly. It's not terrible. I think you can nibble it. It's at what? 0.29. I think 0.34 you can nibble. I'd rather you nibble at 0.38 though. So there you go. I'm getting knocks on the door that are just random. Appreciate the follow, guys. All right, VeChain, and give me 2 or 3 of the last ones, and we'll get out of here. VET it is. I used to hold a lot of VeChain. I do not any longer. So what's it at today? 6 cents. We'd love it about VeChain. I do not any longer. So what's it at today? 6 cents. We'd love it above. Sorry about that. Yeah. Get to that 10 cents, and I like it better. Let's just say that that's VeChain. At that point, come back and talk to me, and let's see what we can do at that point. Okay, guys, please give me a follow. I really appreciate you guys being on here. I try to go. So typically, I start between 2 and 2:30. Today, I started at 1. It's Friday, so and I've got a meeting here at 4. So with that being said, I'm on here at between 2 and 2:30 most days. I start a live, and we do what we just did. TA on crypto, on stocks, on whatever you want to talk about. I'll tell you what the market's doing, what Bloomberg saying, the whole 9 yards. So join me on live. Love to do this because it helps me keep up, and you guys teach me a lot of things too. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you. Please give me a follow. Please follow me over on YouTube. I get more crypto in depth there, and all of these replays I actually put over there as well, so you can see the whole thing. But with that being said, have a great weekend. Have a great Super Bowl weekend. If you're taking your lady out or your man out this weekend, it's cheaper than doing it on, what is that? It's going to be like Tuesday or something. But anyway, we're going out tonight. So with that being said, have a great weekend. Watch your 6, go hard in the paint, and we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the follow. Dave.